right, what's up, guys? It is CSA, you get there, what is it, 4.0? We're going to be talking about, super simple, Patellofemoral Pain Syndrome. We could just call it Patellofemoral Syndrome. Doesn't really matter what you call it. It's an issue with how the patella is tracking down the center of the leg. They used to do surgery for this stuff. The problem is, it's not a surgical intervention issue. It is a mechanical issue in how I'm moving my J-hooks around. But look at this. This is like a squad coming in here. They're all walking in. It's like somber, super power. There's a big powerlifting meet here tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty badass. So anyway, gotta represent Joey D. He's got the cool shirts, right? So the big thing with the patellofemoral syndrome, patellofemoral pain syndrome, doesn't matter whatever you call it, like I said, is it's a tracking issue with the knee. They used to do surgery and hack you open for that stuff. Not necessary, it's very simply a hip problem, muscular imbalance, and a bad pull. So what happens is your knee starts to track inwards, it starts to load up the MCL, then the knee starts to rotate because the femur starts to rotate. You start to basically take that patella and just grind away on the inside because it starts to ride along the top of that femur down at the inferior end. So I'm just gonna show you how to unload all that stuff, stay away from knives. Super simple, it's just that easy. All right, by the way, it'll just get you squatting and doing all kinds of cool stuff afterwards. So first thing we wanna do is we wanna unload one thing that's really missed all the time, which are the adductors. And the adductors, so they stabilize the pelvis, not only bring the leg into the midline, in towards the midline. So that's a big deal. You want to take care of this stuff. And I'm going to show you a really cool way to do it, all in just one step. So what you do is grab a band. Get your foot in here without falling over. So you're going to load up the band, bring it all the way around. I tend to bend a little bit just to make it easier because these bands are new, so they have a little bit more jam. Good. That's your position. So the band is going to force you to lock out everything. Now what you do is just kick up on the wall. So just shimmy slide your butt up against the wall, get into this position. Oh, you can't see me. That's so badass. That's rad. I hit it right the first time. And then you want to keep those feet dorsiflexed, let the adductors load up, keep the knees locked out, and just camp out in this position. 2 minutes, call it a day. When you're done, don't bring the legs together. They're going under a load, it'll hurt. Bend the knees first, and then roll towards one side. That's number one. And I'll tell you right there, if you stopped right there, that's probably the most missed spot and the most missed diagnosis for knee problems is just unloading those adductors so that pelvis can stabilize and that knee tracks right. Now number two, is we're gonna hit that high hip. So the TFL, glute med, glute min, all the stuff that helps control the rotation of that femur. And the problem is, most people don't do it right. So you wanna take a really wide stance. You're gonna keep this at, greater than 90, right? If you're going this way, so much greater. I used to say less than 90 until I realized what I was saying. Sorry about that, all you geometry nerds. So, oh, I said that, did I really? Whatever, it's what it is. You guys know it better than I do. You're gonna roll to the side. So what you wanna do is keep this really open, greater than 90. Hold this, trailing leg back as far as you can without eating it like I almost did. Take the hand, put it down, and then hunt around until you find that hot spot. So ideally, you're gonna come really far into the middle and you're gonna push that hip out. So I'll go this way so you can see what I'm doing too. So the foot is rolled to the side, plant down, and then you're gonna push your hip out and really try and almost push the head of that femur out towards the side and just camp out. 2 minutes, you know the routine. That's number two. All right, number three is we're gonna smash out that same tissue, then we're gonna retrain so that knee works right. It's such cool stuff. So we get on this is basically just your standard target variety foam roll or even a PVC pipe. You wanna take the leg, cross it over while the leg's down, then bring it up. Now I'm in the figure four, I'm gonna lean over and I'm gonna find that hot spot and I'm just gonna mash and grind and clean that up until it's about ready to be served. That's it. 2 minutes of work, you know the routine. That's number three. Number four is retraining ankle stability so that knee works the way it's designed. And that's the problem, is people are missing that too. So all these components come into play, but they're all married. So you wanna take a kettlebell, you can see I'll just do this. It's right there, it's really small. It's giant. We take the kettlebell, opposite side. So this is the important part. So we're gonna bend, trailing leg is just a little, you're just putting just keep your toe on here so the bulk of your load is here. So you're sitting at probably about 80-20. This is the important part. You're trying to screw the leg into the floor, external rotation. So I'm gonna create the arch in the foot while holding the kettlebell. I'm gonna keep this loaded and I'm gonna engage at the hip. I'm gonna come all the way down, touch the kettlebell, and then drive the floor away back into that upright position. That's gonna load up the hamstring and force external rotation of the hip. So super easy. Toe just light here on the ground. force the arch so you're externally just torquing against the floor, externally rotating that femur. And then you're gonna drop down, come all the way back up, squeeze, drop down, come all the way back up, squeeze. You're gonna do that, 3 sets of 10. After that, you're gonna call it a day, and that's it. Listen, that's how you clear out patellofemoral pain syndrome. It's that easy. I'm Trev, SmashweRx, hanging out at CSA. You know the routine. I'll see you guys tomorrow.